What might you expect to find in a heritage site like Wentworth Woodhouse in South Yorkshire? Fine paintings, antique furniture, old people eating cake?
Well, yes, you'll find all those things here, but there's so much more, and a lot of it is specifically designed for young people. Like many heritage sites, Wentworth Woodhouse has a huge schedule of events and activities designed to appeal to younger audiences.
But that's not it. Heritage sites are a great place to come and work. And there's a huge choice of job roles available. There are job opportunities in areas such as hospitality and catering, marketing, maintenance, customer service, and many more. Heritage sites are great places to come and build a career.
Hi, my name's Emily and I'm the marketing assistant here at Wentworth Woodhouse.
Hi, I'm Cole. I'm the apprentice electrician at Wentworth Woodhouse, currently doing a level 3 apprenticeship.
My name is Emily and I am a fundraising officer.
What I love most about working at Wentworth Woodhouse is that I get to take things that I used to love doing as a kid, such as making posters and videos and content, and apply it to everyday situations. So no 2 days are ever the same at Wentworth Woodhouse, but a typical day for me might look like having a look on social media, engaging with our customers over on Facebook and Instagram. I'll typically do a little bit of copywriting or print work, and then if I'm lucky I get to come out in the gardens just like today. So I found out about this role over on the Arts Council job board website, and it was just a case of applying and hoping for the best.
Found this job by coming to one of the summer events Wentworth Woodhouse had hosted, and I inquired, asking about an opportunity doing an apprenticeship here. And fortunate enough, there was a space coming up and I was able to pursue it. Because it's a grade 1 listed building, there are very strict rules and regs with it, so we try and do each job causing minimal damage to the property. We look for existing cable routes, so we cause less damage to the property due to the brickwork being so delicate and old. It is so easy to blow out with very minimal pressure.
I don't think there is a typical day at Wentworth Woodhouse. Some days it's planning events, some days it's at front of house, some days it's off-site. There is never a typical day. There's always lots going on and lots to get stuck into. Working in a heritage setting is so important to me because it's what I grew up with. I spent many days with my mum going around stately homes. It influenced the degree that I did to carry on the work of this brilliant house with its rich history. Really is so important.
There are so many exciting and varied job opportunities at heritage sites. But if you fancy doing something different, what about training in specific heritage skills?
In June 2025, Wentworth Woodhouse ran a Heritage Skills Working Party in collaboration with the Society for the Protection of Ancient Buildings. Many of the participants were young people wanting to get hands-on with a variety of different skills.
Hi, my name is Olivia. I'm a structural engineer specialising in heritage structures from Sydney in Australia. I'm one of the SPAB scholars this year.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Cambridgeshire and I'm an apprentice building pathologist.
I'm John, I'm from Oxfordshire. I'm training to be a conservation architect.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I live in Sheffield and I'm studying my Masters in Architecture.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm an architecture graduate and I'm based in London.
We're here at Wentworth Woodhouse as part of the SPAB Working Party this year. Behind me, we're carrying out sandstone plastic repairs, which are mortar repairs to various parts of the sandstone structure that require repairs without using our new stone or indent repairs.
I booked on the SPAB Working Party because I was interested in getting out of the office and working with my hands. I wanted to learn about lime restoration, mortar repairs, stonemasonry, and yeah, it's been fantastic so far.
I booked onto the SPAB Working Party to get some time behind some tools and learn from some expert craftspeople, whilst also contributing to some real conservation work. So I focus on the diagnosis of a building's performance, its defects, and then any remedial action. And to do that, understanding a building's history, crafts that went into it, and its materials is vital.
Well, I'm studying a degree with a focus on sustainability and looking towards kind of conservation and interest in that. So this is the perfect opportunity to get kind of hands-on experience doing that.
My favourite part has been engaging with the archaeology. We were excavating the roof of the ice house to find out whether it was thatched. Unfortunately, the results have been inconclusive, but it's very exciting to do.
The thing I've enjoyed the most has been learning gauged brickwork from the expert craftsperson Lynn, It's an endangered craft, so being able to learn, it's been an absolute privilege.
It's my first time here at Wentworth Woodhouse, and I really enjoyed being able to see the programme coming together and the plans the team has for the future, and the work that they've already done. It's wonderful.
But working on buildings isn't the only option in terms of heritage skills. What about the skills needed to repair and maintain old vehicles or machinery?
The Heritage Skills Academy has sites in Oxfordshire and Surrey. They work with the UK's leading classic vehicle specialists, helping them to recruit and train world-class engineers.
Heritage Skills Academy provide all of the apprentice training across the UK for the classic vehicle industry. So now we have just under 200 apprentices, 160 companies, and we deliver all of the training for coach building and for mechanical apprenticeships.
I was 14 years old and went to the NEC in Birmingham, and that's where I saw that Heritage Skills Academy had a stand. And for a long time before, I was looking for a place to go once I left school, because education was not really my sort of thing. Got in contact with Heritage Skills Academy, so straight after school, 16, I went and started work.
Today we're doing electrical circuits. It's quite important to these cars. They run off the lights and everything. It's used all throughout the car. It's quite important to my work as well, where we take the looms out, and they are 40 years old and they all need repairing.
I recently won the Simon Diffie Heritage Motorsport Apprentice Award, which is to get young people into racing who couldn't do it otherwise. It means a lot to me because I've always wanted to go racing, and it is my opportunity to go.
So using the skills I've learned from college and what I develop at work, I'd love to just keep on improving on myself, keep on learning, maybe trying different things, like maybe progressing into the body shop. But we'll see how it goes when we get there.
So after I finish my apprenticeship, I definitely want to stay in the industry for a long while. I might stick with Porsches for a while, or I might move around, I'm not sure, but I really love what I do. I love working on cars, and I want to do it until my hands stop working, basically.
There are so many choices, and we haven't even begun to talk about the volunteering opportunities yet. There are some wonderful things you could do as a volunteer at a heritage site.
To find out more, we're going to the Royal Armouries Museum in Leeds. It's a great place to visit. With thousands of objects, including Japanese samurai armour and swords, famous movie props, the armour of King Henry VIII, and even a huge armour of an Indian war elephant.
And then there's the daily live shows and fight demonstrations that really make history come to life. But we're here to find out more about volunteering.
Volunteering is really important to the museum. It allows us to do so much more than we could do just with paid staff. For example, our visitor services volunteers, they help with meet and greeting visitors on their arrival. They're able to help with the shows, checking in and seating, making sure everybody can see. So we target our younger volunteers in a number of ways. We have our volunteer makers, which is linked through our website, where all our volunteer challenges are advertised. But then we also go out to events in Leeds themselves. So we've been to Breeze this year, we went to the Great Yorkshire Show. I was up at Leeds University Volunteering Fair last week. So it's to raise that awareness of the opportunities that we have for young people in the museum.
So I got my role as a volunteer by putting my name down for the Volunteer Makers website for the Royal Armouries. And they drafted me in for February half-term help. That's how I got my job, really. The thing I enjoy the most about working at the Royal Armouries, I'd have to say it's the staff. The staff are brilliant. I feel so welcomed in. The managers are fantastic, the collection is amazing, and not only that, but the history is just beautiful. So the transition to my full-time being a paid member of staff, that was quite abrupt, actually. I was volunteering at the time. I asked around, and I heard that there was going to be some job opportunities coming up soon. So I looked online once again, and I saw that there was an opportunity going for a full-time member of staff. I put my name down, and quite luckily I got chosen.
The Royal Armouries Museum have a wonderful partnership with Leeds Conservatoire. They're another cultural institution here in the city that we're just really proud to work with. I think particularly when the young people from Leeds Conservatoire come on site, they work with us in the lead up to the takeover event. It's a different environment working in a museum. So they learn about that, they understand that, and then the most important thing is that then they develop the content themselves, they take over, they put on the performances, and that's when the magic happens.
But what if the great outdoors is more your kind of thing? What if your passions lie in making a real difference to the environment rather than buildings or machinery?
There are volunteering opportunities at heritage sites that cover this as well. We're off to Castle Howard in York to find out more.
Castle Howard is one of the most instantly recognisable stately homes in Britain. But we're here to find out what's going on at an award-winning environmental sustainability project which started in December 2024.
So I'm stood here just by the Temple of the Four Winds, right on the edge of the Castle Howard estate grounds. And here we're in an elevated position and we get an amazing view down across an area of land which is called Bog Hall, and it's one of our most important projects in the natural environment here at Castle Howard. It's an area of land of 440 acres, which was historically farmed in a part of our arable rotation. But over the last couple of years, rather than farm marginal, heavy clay soils, we've actually taken that land and we've put it into a nature restoration and nature recovery scheme that'll last 36 years. And for the estate, that's a really important project. We've focused on the natural environment over the last few years, really kind of considering that question of what is the role of a landed estate in the 21st century? How do we respond to challenges such as climate change, biodiversity loss? And how do we use the platform that we have with the visitors that come here each year, 300,000 or so, and how do we kind of demonstrate what kind of leading land management looks like and what nature recovery looks like in practice as well.
So we are currently planting some plug plants out that we collected from the mausoleum, and so all around here there had been much more diversity in the plant life, but just sort of intensive farming and other things have led to the habitats degrading, and at the mausoleum it's all walled off, and so the animals couldn't graze in there and there's no sort of fertiliser or anything being spread. And so there's quite like a hidden pocket of nature in there. And so the gardens team collected the seed, grew it out, and then the volunteers sort of picked them out and then grew them into pots. And so this is us now sort of completing that journey of taking those plants and then pushing them back out into the landscape where they belong. And so when I was 18, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I sort of took a year out, went travelling, sort of got immersed in nature whilst away, and then applied to do ecological economics. Throughout that, I'd done volunteering, sort of even before I did the master's degree, but just sort of local places to me, Yorkshire Dales and things like that. There's lots of things I'm doing with the volunteers I've done as a volunteer, so that's quite nice to now be on the other side of it.
Being a natural environment volunteer here at Castle Howard is important to me because I've always wanted to be involved in the natural environment field, but also I'm new to the area, so being involved in the local community is really important so I can meet like-minded people. So when I was looking at trying to find volunteering opportunities up in the north, because I was recently moved from the south, I was just looking on social media. I was looking at places around estates, heritage sites, and yeah, just stumbled across it on Facebook and yeah, just applied.
Volunteering is a great way to build your CV and gain work experience. We're both volunteers at Wentworth Woodhouse with the volunteer digital team.
Yes, and so are Adam and Ryan, who filmed and edited the video you're watching right now.
So, get in touch and get involved. There's a heritage site near you.
And you might be just the type of person they're looking for.